Look, I have had this on my mind all week regarding the Carolina Panthers and how we stack up in the upcoming Madden game. We have some leaked overall ratings for our top three 2026 rookies. Monroe Freeling at 75, Lee Hunter at 74, and Chris Brazzell at 72. It is always fascinating to see how the gaming world views our new talent before they take a single snap on the real grass. The more details come out, the harder it is to ignore what is going on behind the scenes. Hit that like button, subscribe, and comment your name and city. Let's get into it. Madden ratings are finally beginning to surface for the 2026 season, and for those of us who have followed the Carolina Panthers for years, they always provide a mix of excitement and frustration. While it is impossible to satisfy every fan base with these digital rankings, they remain a popular topic of conversation during the long wait for kickoff under head coach Dave Canales. We recently received a leak regarding the ratings for our top three rookie selections from the 2026 NFL Draft, giving us an early look at how the developers perceive our newest talent. According to the account Sleeper Panthers, Monroe Freeling has been assigned a 75 overall, Lee Hunter sits at 74, and Chris Brazzell enters the game at 72. These figures seem to align well with their status as draft prospects, as Freeling was viewed as a long-term project, while Hunter and Brazzell came in with different expectations. Let's be real, these specific numbers are largely meaningless at this stage because these rookies have yet to play a single down of professional football. For us as fans, it is more of an interesting baseline than a factual assessment of ability. We know how quickly these figures fluctuate once the reality of the season sets in. A strong performance in the preseason or a few solid games could send these ratings climbing, just as a slow start could cause them to dip. We are watching these players closely because their development is the cornerstone of the progress David Tepper is looking to see from this organization. While these initial Madden scores offer a bit of fun, they leave us wondering about the broader internal projections for this roster, specifically regarding how our veterans compare to this incoming group. The most surprising development regarding these Madden 27 ratings is that leaked data has surfaced well before the official roster launch, creating an unexpected stir among our passionate fan base. This premature reveal stemmed from a recent online leak that targeted our top three 2026 draft selections, forcing us to evaluate Monroe Freeling at 75, Lee Hunter at 74, and Chris Brazzell at 72 before they have even taken a single snap for Dave Canales. Historically, our front office under David Tepper has focused on long-term growth rather than immediate stardom, so these specific rankings reflect that patient philosophy toward development. Behind closed doors, the coaching staff is likely viewing these numbers as a simple baseline measurement that serves as a motivational tool for the locker room. They understand that a 72 rating for a rookie is not a final grade, but an invitation to prove the experts wrong once the regular season begins. And I cannot stress this enough, these digital projections often fail to account for the intangibles like work ethic and chemistry that we see during training camp sessions at Bank of America Stadium. While gamers obsess over these virtual statistics, our internal staff knows that a player can leap 10 points in the game engine once they secure a starting role or make a few highlight plays on Sundays. We have witnessed talented prospects fluctuate wildly in previous years as they adapt to the professional speed of the game, making these current figures little more than educated guesses by developers. The front office remains focused on the bigger picture of roster construction, viewing this noise as secondary to the actual production we need on the field. As Carolina Panthers fans, we should take these ratings with a grain of salt and focus instead on how these men handle the pressure of their first real NFL season. Beyond the digital entertainment value of Madden ratings, these early numbers serve as a barometer for how the rest of the league perceives the talent Dave Canales has assembled in Charlotte. Think about it this way, when we see Monroe Freeling at 75, Lee Hunter at 74, and Chris Brazzell at 72, we are getting a snapshot of how our rookie class is viewed before they ever step onto a professional field. This matters because it establishes early expectations for our depth chart and signals which young men are being counted on to contribute immediately to our roster stability. If these rankings hold true, our coaching staff will likely lean on these rookies for significant snaps during our early season stretch. These players will find their way onto the field for crucial matchups against our division rivals in the South, where every single snap counts toward our ultimate goal of reaching the postseason. If these guys outperform their current Madden numbers on the gridiron, our team standing against the Saints or the Buccaneers improves significantly, shifting the balance of power in our favor. Developing these rookies is not just a game, it is the cornerstone of our future success and a direct test of the vision held by David Tepper. As Carolina Panthers fans, we understand that these ratings are simply placeholders until the real hard work begins under the stadium lights. Once the season progresses, those numbers will surely fluctuate based on real tape. But right now, they provide us with a baseline for growth. The talent is clearly there, and watching these three young men evolve from virtual avatars into impact starters on the field will be one of the most rewarding parts of our upcoming journey toward the playoffs. When we look at the leaked Madden 27 ratings for our newest Panthers, there is a clear upside to consider. Seeing rookies like Monroe Freeling at 75, Lee Hunter at 74, and Chris Brazzell at 72 gives us a foundational baseline to track their growth throughout this upcoming season. It serves as a fun, competitive benchmark that keeps us engaged with our young roster before the actual games begin. The part fans are not ready for is the reality that these numbers are merely speculative guesses based on zero professional experience. The downside here is that these ratings carry no weight when it comes to true on-field production or the actual development of these players under the guidance of Dave Canales. While it is entertaining to discuss these figures, some league analysts are already pointing out that these arbitrary scores often fail to capture the specific intangibles a rookie might bring to a complex NFL scheme. Many around the league suggest that relying on these digital predictions can create unfair expectations for young men who have not yet taken a single snap in a Panthers uniform. Personally, I find the obsession with these early leak numbers a bit excessive, especially since we know a player like Brazzell could easily outperform his 72 rating with a few big plays in the first month. Here is where I land on this. These ratings are just conversation fodder, not gospel. While it is exciting to see our rookies acknowledged on the national stage, we should keep our feet on the ground. We have seen far too many highly rated prospects fail to translate their college success to the pros. So let us enjoy the discourse without putting too much stock into what a video game company thinks about the future of this organization. Madden ratings for our rookies Monroe Freeling at 75, Lee Hunter at 74, and Chris Brazzell at 72 serve as a snapshot of how the league currently views our franchise trajectory. While these numbers are just speculative figures based on potential, they highlight a clear organizational shift toward long-term development under Dave Canales. We are building a foundation that relies on young talent maturing within our system rather than chasing expensive quick fixes. And honestly, this is a breath of fresh air for those of us who have followed this team for many years. You should feel a sense of cautious optimism heading into this season because these rankings acknowledge that our front office selected high upside players who fit our specific needs. Do not let these digital scores distract you from the reality that NFL success is earned on the grass, not through a video game console. We know that by mid-season, real game film will render these initial guesses obsolete, as these young men will either rise to the occasion or face the harsh lessons of professional football. It is an exciting time to watch how these rookies adapt to the speed of the pro game. I want to hear your take on our incoming draft class after seeing their initial marks. Out of our top 3 picks in Monroe Freeling, Lee Hunter, and Chris Brazzell, which one do you predict will see their Madden rating jump the highest by the end of their rookie campaign? Your patience and loyalty remain the bedrock of this community as we wait to see these names shine under the lights. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Keep pounding. I'll see you in the next one.